Oh, it really has. And you know, TJ, you and Naberia,
You know,
I
all of that
yep.
entire speech was really good, but I left myself muted.
Okay, so folks, if you didn't hear TJ just sitting here, you saw the talking head. He just gave a massive shout out to himself and wanted to let you all know that he is incredible. And
That's not true, but I don't attack because I have to hit this button, and if I screw up 2 production elements in a row...
But yes, the community has been awesome. Every little bit a part of it. Our admins, Kuyachi and Saya and Kamadere, you and Iberia running Chorustus and running all these awesome events. They've given us an incredible tournament to send off. And hey, guess what? We're already in our draft. And look at that. It's not a mirror. We got Era.
Yeah, I'm very excited by this. What a way to send off the beta, bringing Era in for our final game. I am always a massive Era fan. And here we go. Our grand finals, the very last tournament of the beta. The winner of this, your beta champion, headed into full release for one last best of 5.
It'll be the best of the beta indeed. And it's such an aggressive early game here, TJ. Normally it's all about kind of sitting there, but the puck is going all over the place.
Yeah, crazy start to things here, Corey. Will pull it out. You can see Corey already the target of much of that early aggression. That's going to be a problem whenever you're playing Era. You're very vulnerable to this kind of early damage dealing, stagger hunting.
On the flip side, though, you have so much core control. And there we go. Corey knocked out for the first time, but certainly not the last. Ooh, Elo Heaven, that's so much pressure, TJ.
Yeah, keeps it out. Top corner. Luz, who has been perfect all tournament long, plays it perfectly. Now in. It's the tornado across the line. A pack of pixies from Corey to seal the deal.
That's why you put pressure on the Era early, because she can punish your goal line so damn hard. And there we go. 1-0 already. Just 50 seconds in.
And this is going to be a very fast Era out of Corey, running the crossover as well.
Oh, man. Move speed is the best thing here, especially on a map that... Oh, okay, Lumost getting so damn low, but he's not going to get knocked out. Great positioning. Even there we go. Now he's gone 3-on-2 coming in. Elo Heaven on the top side. Can they get it to him? 1-on-1 here. You already lose. Again, you talk about him being perfect, but not perfect enough. The dash in, the double KO, and it's already 1-1.
And I'll tell you what, that's how we opened the beta, with the reign of Juliet. Elo Heaven demonstrating exactly why this character has been so strong the entire time, standing right outside the goal line and slamming one home.
It seems fitting that we're going to close it with the Juliet as well, because he's going off.
Lumost in trouble here, will be KO'd, and that will open things up. Now, Heaven, Overflow, and Street can play. They have the map to work with. Overflow in, last chance, denied on the pass. That was a great play by Corey, digging the puck out from the clean passing sequence.
But it's so careful. Oh, okay, there we go. Estelle already gets knocked out. 3-on-2.
Lumost spends their special. Corey needs to get it to Lumost. Oh, Streak runs with the puck, digging it out after the engagement.
And Streak.
Oh, Lumost! A change up again. Streak can keep 2 out, but the third one is placed perfectly by Lumost.
Only so many angles you can cover, TJ, but that's just only so many. Man, Lumost finds the right one.
Really good job on the holding of this strike there. So much of high-level play is just about patience and timing.
It's so hard to just kind of sit there and wait until the last second to make sure you miss the instance. Lumos dashes in, gets knocked out very far away, ping-ponging across the entire map. And now Streak, he's able to push it forward here. But look at how far out Youalreadylose is.
Corey forward. Look at this sequence, right? You're going to get it on both sides. Heaven and Lumost waiting in the goal for a good pass.
No, okay, Maelstrom starts to build from Corey, but doesn't let it build all the way full, trying to take advantage of the fact that the Estelle is out, but now she's right back in. Lumost has an opportunity, though, misses the shot. And now Streak goes very far forward. Elo Heaven shrunk down to the size of, I don't know, a pixie, very small, and Lumost does not get the knockout on Streak. So now here's an opportunity with that cooldown being spent. Can Overflow and Elo Heaven punch it in? Down 1. It looks like for the moment it's going to go back to the other side. Lumost an opportunity to Corey, though. They missed the connection, and now it goes back to the middle.
Oh, Streak, perfect save.
Oh, man, he's working so hard here with all the pressure from the Era and the level 10 Juliet on both. But, oh, what a save there. Down on 0 HP, but now Overflow, Elo Heaven, they have an opportunity. No one in goal. Lumos, can he redirect it? He can. 3-1 now, out of overtime range.
Yeah, he saves it with this incredible find down bottom from Streak to into Overflow. which almost saved the day, but it means he's out of position. He doesn't have any cooldowns left, and so Lumost punishes Streak, knocks him off the board, and like 5th time's the charm, Bale.
5th time indeed, and now with 50 seconds left here, all Red has to do is just hold on.
Yeah, match-winning advantage to Guh. Here we go, Corey up top, around the side, Streak getting a little desperate, trying to force their way out of goal, over to Int. Over to Heaven, against the goal line. Heaven not able to execute the cooldowns fast enough. Youalreadylose interrupting the play. KO found. 29 seconds left for an equalizer. Streak to in. Bottom corner. Snipe! It's through! And we have an overtime booked now by Core Overflow.
Well, maybe. There are 24 seconds left, and Red's been looking really good. Guz's been looking so incredible. Saying this is overtime, I think might be counting your chickens a little too fast here, TJ.
Well, they booked it.
There we go.
To extend the metaphor, it's Guz's opportunity to cancel the booking.
Okay. Well, let's see if their bookies are good enough. With 10 seconds remaining here, Corey tries to bring it back up on the north side. Youalreadylose, stay in goal. They are okay with overtime, even if they want to win it right now. And there we go. The book has been called. We're now in overtime. 3-on-2. Lumost tries to shepherd it in. Will not be that successful. And Corey, so damn low here, but it's not going to get knocked out just yet. Oh, survives barely on the edge. Into Overflow. Elo Heaven trying to swarm as the puck goes back to Streak. Corey, there we go. Bewitching Beam puts it right on in with Lumost's help. And that's a 4-2, 1-0 lead now for Guh.
Yeah, Streak playing well, spends their barrage weak on cooldowns, and Guh are able to drive it through. I want to circle back to something you mentioned as we were heading to overtime a moment ago. You said Guh are playing more passive, and they were. They took a step back. They didn't feel the need to force it. That's a mistake that we saw a lot of teams make at the beginning. We still see a lot of inexperienced teams make. There's no difference between being 1 point away from winning in regular time and 1 point away from winning in overtime. Sure, there are some mechanical differences, but those are for both teams. So there's no reason to force anything crazy just because the timer is counting down, especially when you don't have an opportunity. They take their time, they build their advantage. That is why Guh are one of the best teams in this tournament. Maybe the best, as they're 1 game up in our grand final.
It's so often that we see teams go all out in the last 20 seconds maybe, and they go and they force that knockout, and it's a 9-second knockout that goes into overtime. Whereas if you just hold it, and I understand this is hard to do in the heat of the moment, but if you just hold that low HP for 3 seconds, suddenly you have 11 seconds to work with on the power play instead of 9, and maybe that works out a little bit. That gives you just more room to make that happen, and that's really what we saw Guh do. I mean, maybe not that exact scenario, but the same idea. Patience is key, both in when you hit the puck and then just how you play the game on the macro level.
Yeah. Really, really well played across that, and we are now going into our second game.
We see Era again as we get this draft getting ready. Or did that just get banned away?
I don't know, I'm pressing too many buttons. What did you say?
No, I was going to ask if we get Era again, or if that just provided too much map control and gets banned away.
I don't think I think the Era is going to get targeted by stuff like the Asher, the Estelle lock-in, right? That's so scary to an Era that we're going to see the Kai, the Estelle, the X.
Although, arguably, I would say a Juliet Estelle is a little bit more scary for an Era than an Asher Estelle. And so if they run Estelle into that, or if they run Era into that, then I would imagine they're okay with running it into this Asher Estelle as well.
Yeah, unfortunately, due to the way the draft works right now, we'll never know. Oh, Streak!
Ooh.
Oh, saved by the Colgates. Excellent little force through there by Heaven. And there's your opening salvo. Not a bang, but a little bit of a dribble.
One thing I want to point out there is it didn't end up mattering, but X got knocked out when he was in his ultimate. So that's a lot of power perspective or potentially taken off the map. Doesn't end up mattering here is Lumost. Still, though, only level 1.
Look at that stall dribbling by Streak. You see him there just farming XP, dribbling against the sidewall, waiting for a better opportunity to play the map. You'll see that a lot from Streak and other high-level goalies.
Again, I mean, I feel like that's the story of this entire, at least this finals, the patience waiting until there's a better opportunity. Lumost so damn low. 11 tries to commits the Pathbreaker, and there's the knockout. So now a bit of an opportunity, and it's on the X. You were talking about this in the semis, TJ. Getting an X low is just so impactful. As the snipe goes in, this is a very different core Overflow compared to that game 1. They feel so much more comfortable in their roles.
Yeah, and you can look at how aggressive Heaven is here. This is the heaven we were waiting to see, standing right inside the goal, causing that CC chain, causing that disruption, and making it difficult for Youalreadylose to catch the puck.
And now hitting here about 60 seconds in, it's a 2-0 lead, already technically out of overtime range.
Now, Heaven KO'd off the bat, Lumost getting a word back in. Pass forward to Overflow, who now plays down the field, trying to get it past Corey, does so. Lose the last player on the defense, and the scones won't reach, so the play resets.
And now one thing I want to point out here, yes, he's down a level, but Lumost is doing a great job of stealing those speed power-ups, so it allows him to be much more active around the goal line. Shot, but it seems like we're going to be okay.
Overflow, KO'd. Heaven trying to dig this one out, can't do it. Lumost just walks it right past him. And the other thing, those orbs are getting him, is the XP necessary to do this.
Exactly. He's already back up to level 6 with the goal, with the knockouts he's been fighting. And this is an X that was shut down. It's already back into the game.
Yeah, already back into the game and already dominating again.
Exactly. So let's see if Heaven can start to do that dominating goal camping power that we've seen from him in the semifinals here. And earlier into this game is, great job, Lumos, forcing it out. But Corey is so low, TJ. But it seems like he's going to be able to back out, at least for the moment. Streak passes Waits, actually, onto the bottom side, where he's going to find an Estelle. And now here, 3-on-2 Streak gets incredibly aggressive. That feels almost a little bit too aggressive, but if his team can back him up, it's going to be okay. And now with the dribble here from Corey, well, he's not even going to find the left side of the map. So Streak is not punished for his temerity, and he is going to be able to make just build that little bit more pressure.
Temerity? Why? Lizardage.
SAT-ish or something. I don't know. Streak now passes on the bottom side. He's being that aggressive. Elo has an opportunity. Corey, does he have the block? It's 3-on-1. Corey being an absolute god here. And he's getting it again. He's getting it again, TJ. But it's not enough.
Corey slips up. That was every button in his kit placed perfectly. And Heaven keeping the passing play going the entire time. They're able to finally get it through.
Yeah, just save it once. You're a hero 5 times in a row, but I guess no one has a 6th in him. It's 3-1 now.
Corey, an incredible bit of play, but still they're now on the chopping block with a minute left, and the puck in the goal again. Now 4-1. Core Overflow looking to strike back in this set.
Oh man, that's got to be the backbreaker. You play so well on the Estelle, just that ad hoc goalie. And then immediately the goal gets scored in 5 seconds. The walls start from 0. It's got to feel so bad.
Lumost trying to force it through. What do you have to say to that? 4-2. Finally a word back in from the Gudge.
There we go. The Gudge indeed. And sometimes it happens, right? With the X pops that ultimate, not a lot you can do.
I've been kind of wondering how to say their name. I've kind of been rebelling to Guh, because it's a little easier to say. Now that I have Gudge, maybe maybe that's the angle.
It depends on what's happening. I mean, the overlay says Gus, so I guess that's what I'm going with.
That's me. I have the god of the overlay, right? Corey.
I know, so I'm blaming it all on you is what I'm saying.
Top corner, Corey against Streak. Again, not able to force it through. Streak will get it free finally. Overflow to the advantage now, but just stalling for time, getting cooldowns out of Youalreadylose, and that's going to be limited in its efficacy. Lumost finally KO'd. That'll open things up. Overflow, Rose Warp spent, doesn't have anything left for this, and is out of range. 19 seconds on the clock. Gudge needs to get something on the board, needs to get a single goal to open up overtime and stop this series from tying up.
10 seconds.
10 seconds. Lumost against the goal line, can't get it through. 5 seconds on the clock. Corey against Lumost, pass splitter, keeping it wide. 2 seconds left, an open goal, but nothing to work with. And we have a tied 1-1 series.
You know, TJ, I wore this sweater to look nice on the broadcast because you told me to. I'm gonna put this blame on you. I'm starting to sweat. This is getting too intense. I made a mistake here. The game.
Let's see how your
sartorial
choices are my fault.
Yes, exactly. You told me to wear a sweater, so I did. I mean, we're kind of matching here, right?
Yeah,
so,
kind of.
Wait, there we go. I blame you for this, but also I blame these players. Game 1 was maybe a little one-sided, but this game 2, if we get 3 more games of this, I mean, this is delivering. What heroism from Corey, and I mean, if they can turn that into a game win, well, that's going to be even better.
Yeah, that sequence around the goal line was one of the most tragic things I've ever seen, and it does ultimately almost save the day. And I think what that series, like, everyone's stepping up now. We saw ELO have it in that final sequence where they were just trying to stall for the clock. We saw the path splitter across the goal as a defensive utility. Last time I saw that was when people were playing Asher goalie. It was years ago. An incredible sequence from them to get to that finish line, and yeah, I'm very stoked for a best of 5 now, essentially a best of 3 with the 1-1 scoreline.
And yeah, one of the things we talked about after that game 1 was, you know, how good Gudge was at taking their time, about being patient. Goodage. Goodiga. Not to be confused with Boudica. But anyways, how patient they're being. And it's good to see that not only can Gud do this, but so too can Core Overflow. It's not just a one team thing where you just have one team that is so much more experienced in playing in these high pressure situations.
Theo.
Yeah.
It's time for draftage.
Woo! Core Overflowage? No, Courage Overflowage.
Sure. Courage Overflowage. Now on the opposite side is Gudge. You take over the blue side as we do load into our 3rd game. A tied 1-1 set means that both teams need 2 to win, and the Cat Girls have come out to play.
Man, Amy goalie is going to be fun. Normally you see her as more of a forward with that intense knockout pressure with the firewall turret as well, or a firewall sentry to be able to control space. In goal, this is going to be fun.
Yeah, I have to be totally honest. I've been kind of seething a little bit. We've had 2 people, I think. Oh, okay. Nearly forced through by the firewall sentry. We've had 2 people. You're kidding me. That's just... That cannot have been planned. I think I got it on replay. Yeah, look at this. You're kidding me!
I didn't even... I was looking for it. I didn't even see it the second time either. Just like, my goodness.
It's a glitch pop, the bubble from Youalreadylose at a 90-degree angle into the corner of the middle pillar, which then bounces it 90 degrees into the goal.
This is why we love Split. Is Lumost, he's got an opportunity here into the corner, but he's so damn low that he's going to get bounced out of it. So no opportunity after all. And this is now a level 1 era, level 2 that has not been able to touch the core, has not been able to build those levels and establish pressure. And now they're just volleying. Eel have been very happy about that one. 2 path splitters. Firewall sentry goes down as well. All the ultimates, all that space control, TJ, it's now all being used, but Lumos commits everything and finds it in. It's now 2-0 for Guh. Yeah. Sorry, Gudge. Good Guh.
That's the dream of Lumost. You get him the puck with all his cooldowns in about a meter between him and the goal, and he'll force it through. He'll run that ball into the touchdown zone. I know what American football is like.
Yeah, it's ball season.
He does it again. That time a little bit sneakier. I don't think you see that in American football. Just walking up behind the play. The firewall sentry doing the work.
Yeah, there's this thing called a line of scrimmage that you can't go behind, but not so true in Omega Strikers.
There's no offsides rule in Omega Strikers because it's a good game.
This is true. A good game well played, maybe, but hopefully good game well played is again, now Asher gets knocked out, but Corey, well, he's gonna do a great job juggling, buying time, but puck goes down to Elo Heaven and it's Overflow, and this is a bunch of really quick goals here. The tempo has changed.
I can't help myself. I'm just cackling. Look at that setup. It's perfect into the bottom players. Elo Heaven just taps it in, and we're 3-1 in this game 3 of our series.
And Overflow did such a good job of just intercepting that, getting into his Asher and going from there. But now it's 3-on-2 again in Overflow. Elo trying to take advantage of this opportunity with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. Can they get the shot in? No, not right now. Streak getting very aggressive, and now he's small. Now he's forced back. This is scary here. Firewall sentry as well, but he's gonna be able to cut it.
Really scary, and it's knocked in by the final tick of the firewall sentry from all the way across the map. Youalreadylose getting the goal credit, as it's now 4-1.
I think you mean you already win, TJ.
Yeah, I made that joke earlier.
Well,
Nobody
you know
can
what?
Make it ever again.
We're gonna make it every time he scores from this point on.
That's a good plan.
All right, here at match point, and the shot goes in. Corey, Youalreadylose, and the Asher all work together. Looked as good in that game, in this game 3. They looked better in game 3 than they did in game 1.
More like you already win, am I right? Kronich. It'll be
good.
Now a 2-1 scoreline coming out of that game. As I frantically scramble to get all the scoreboards updated, the Guj does have a lead, and this is a tournament-winning lead with the best of the beta on the line.
Alliteration there, I like it.
Yeah. I had a couple of different taglines I wrote on various different graphics packages. And best of the beta was one of my more favorite ones. The other being a battle to the start, because pretty much as soon as this tournament ends, the very next day, January 1st, our beta will of course end, which means that all the good times we've had, we've run 3 tournaments across, myself and Matt, who's the other part of Core Assist, of course, also commentated a number of tournaments, many of them put on by the admins who are running today's tournament behind the scenes, that being commentary, across the entire beta, and it has truly been. I will tell you this, we've both been around esports. I've been working in esports for about 5 years. It has truly been the best competitive experience I've had. Everyone's had so much fun across all these tournaments, and it is just such a fun game to watch, as I believe we are proving now.
Ooh, nice transition into the draft. I'll take that one. Okay, looks like it's going to be Juliet, it's going to be Estelle, something for Streak and Goal, probably Kai. If you want one game to determine your championship here in the best of the beta, this is the most vanilla way to do it. This is, as I say that, we get Luna goalie. There we go, coming in from Streak.
I would like nothing less. Core Overflow bringing out the Streak Luna. Core Overflow bringing out the Luna Estelle Juliet. As the Guj bring out their Imi. It's full range spam, it's full kill spam from both teams. No brawler meta anymore. It's time to settle this with angles, with corners, with calculus, as we go into potentially the final tournament game of the beta.
Infinite Stinger as well as already everyone's so low, and there we go. There's your first knockout, TJ.
Lumost playing safe in the back lines, waiting for Streak to get the puck so we can force it through. Yellow haven't now spotted low, so we're farming some XP. Corey has a man advantage, pass forward. Oh, Rose Warp in! And it's 1-0.
Streak just caught looking there. He wanted the power up. He wanted his strikes to be more powerful. And well, sometimes you're just not right there in time. Great blink there from Corey.
And again, we've said this a couple of times. If you're going to play Luna and goalie, you have a decreased amount of spam. There are fewer things you can do to stop something like Estelle from just forcing things through.
Okay, so great use of the firewall target to zone Streak out, but it's not going to matter. Lumost dashes forward on no HP, but he is able to get the puck back to Youalreadylose, moving it down onto the bottom side. And there we go. Crater goes out, but does not find the value. One Streak dashes forward, but resets back, and the shot goes in. Core assists. Excuse me, Core Overflow. They're going to tie it up.
It does feel like we're winning as well, though.
We are.
Youalreadylose tagging it up to the top corner, trying for the clear, and Heaven just has that close range spam. Entire kit's off cooldown.
And already back into this so quick here, 1-1, and the firewall sentry's already up.
Overflow trying to get it past Corey. Lumost, a nuisance in their backline, will be tagged to half HP, and almost just forces it through. Overflow will intercept the passing play, but Streak is staggered, so nothing can come from this for Overflow.
Oh, Streak not only staggered, Elo Heaven steals his power up. He can't get the knockout. Oh.
2 things fly into the net simultaneously. One is Streak, the other the puck. Could have a 2-1 lead in both this series and this final game, potentially.
All right, now Streak runs forward, tries to establish presence, but realizes he doesn't get that. Backs up. Firewall Sentry not doing the best zoning, actually, that we would like to see. Corey tries to find it forward. So much pressure here on Streak to make the save happen, but he will be able to do so as the Crater goes down, zones people out. Lumost low as well. In fact, finds himself shattered here. So effectively, there we go. That is the 3-on-2 that we're looking for. But Corey, he's controlling so much of the core on the top side. He's up 2 levels there on his enemy Estelle. It's just allowing him to be so much more active on the map. It's again, the Firewall Sentry goes down. Streak, there we go. He's going to be able to get knocked out. And that is out of overtime range. 3-on-1 for the Guh.
Yeah, I'll tell you what's going on here. Overflow, into Overflow is really struggling to get his hands on this puck. And you can see it time and time again. He's in the midfield waiting for a play, unable to get it, or he's in the goal tangled up in all the projectile spam. Neither one ideal. He's only level 5. Forced in again, not through. Back to Overflow. Oh, KO'd. Lumost staggered on the opposite side. Can Youalreadylose keep this out even in a player disadvantage? So far, yes. Streak away through the bubble. It's wide and it's clear as Overflow's back on the board.
Streak got that power up as well, so he's level 8. His knockouts are just a little, his strikes are just a little bit more powerful, but that firewall sentry, it's making it so hard here, TG, but at least it's gone now.
Overflow finally touches the puck, KO'd instantly. Lumost pins him against the wall. Streak to heaven with the crater. Lose plays it well. Knocked back from Streak. Streak playing the goal line. Oh, a missile! Keeps that one out of the goal. Keeps that one out of the net. Firewall sentry disrupts the play. Cancels any momentum being built. Overflow back in with the rose warp, fence his entire kit. Streak has to crater in and warp back down.
Youalreadylose, he's so low here. He's not able to find the value he wants. Oh, save there from Streak.
Good snipe, good save. Corey in again. Firewall sentry to stall the play. Heaven can't connect. Firewall sentry almost dunks it. Corey almost dunks it. Streak saves both. Now back to the midfield. Lumost, bottom corner, knocked out by Youalreadylose. This is an opportunity for core Overflow. Into the midfield. Puck up top. Snipe, not needed. 2-3, overtime booked.
Sometimes Julius just get a little too aggressive there, and yeah, Lumost gets punished just enough. Great dashing from Streak, taking advantage of that numbers advantage, and it sounds like we're already back into what is hopefully maybe gonna be a tie up here. We're gonna have to find out, and there we go. 47 seconds remaining here, TJ. Lumos knocked out once again, and in Overflow with an opportunity. Streak, when does he commit that dash? When does he go forward? When does he take advantage of the opportunity? Well, it's gone now. Lumos back now on the field, and now it's the enemy Juliet getting knocked out here. 3-on-2, but he dashes in. Crater as well. Overflow. And they're tied up with 30 seconds left here, TJ.
All the way across the map with 30 seconds left. We have a tie game as Streak delivers for his team, clearing the board, clearing the goalie, and into Overflow gets a goal in.
But now they're tied up here, but they want more. Lumos gets knocked out once again. It seems like they're getting into their own as they hit level 10.
There we go. Lose for the clear. Streak up to Overflow. Can't keep a handle on this puck. Heaven just waiting, but completely surrounded, unable to make contact. This puck's moving now. Youalreadylose! How did he save that against the crater? We're going to overtime. Lumost in the top corner. Streak will get it back into the middle of the map, but it's going to be denied. Any momentum cancelled by an excellently placed firewall sentry. Now Corey and Lumost on the attack. Overflow to deny. Streak flies across, can't connect.
So scary here when you dash across that low. Yeah, you can reset back, but if you get knocked out, it's such a problem. And the puck on the bottom side. Lumos dashes in. Crater's good, though.
Firewall sentry. That does it. 4-3. And tournament point in the pocket of Goods.
And let's see if they're going to be great. That's really the question here.
The opportunity for Greatage. Only one goal away.
And Corey, Rosewarp's bottom, every single thing is an opportunity. Your firewall sentry's down, though. In fact, 3-on-2 for core Overflow, trying to get themselves back even. Buy more time, but it's not enough. Corey with the Crystal Thorns gets it in, and they are now the best of the beta.
The best team in the beta, and the final word on competitive Omega Strikers during this beta period. If you don't like it, you'd better come back on full release.